Welcome to the Transformational Soul Show with your host, Ruth Soltman. Are you ready to experience more stability in your life? You can change your life and be who you are meant to be, your authentic self.
Hello, and welcome to the Transformational Soul. My name is Ruth Soltman, and I would like to welcome you tonight. Hello, Joyce and Richard. Nice to see you here. And let's see if I might have missed somebody else here. And Robert. Yes, hello, Robert. Wonderful to see you here. I want to welcome everyone, and I really, appreciate you watching and listening to the show. This show is streaming live right now on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, and Twitter. So I really want to thank you for being here. And please hit the like or the thumbs up buttons, and please continue to share and retweet the show. I greatly appreciate that. And please say hello if you're out there watching. I know a lot of times you guys are out there listening, but we don't get to hear from you. I would love to hear from you. So please just, say hi or whatever you would like. Please check out my website, ruthsoltman.com. That's RUTH, S as in Sam, OL, T as in Tom, M as in Mary, N as in Nancy.com. And you can go on my website and find out about my books, my oracle cards, and my services. Goldylocks Productions. If you guys are not a part of this, we have a group on Telegram, and it's such a wonderful group. We communicate there daily. And there's a lot of really good energy exchange there, a lot of good information exchange. So I highly recommend it. And I'm one of those people that I don't like to have to set up, a ton of different accounts and have to remember all my information. But it was real easy. I just remember it was really easy to set up. The only thing I do on there is the Goldylocks group. And you can put it so other people, can't bother you. So it's pretty easy and quick, setup. So I hope you guys will come over there and join us. And also Goldylocks Productions has an online store where you can purchase pretty awesome merchandise. So you guys want to check that out as well. The holidays are coming. Maybe there's something on there you'd like to get for, someone in your life. And also, while you're thinking about that, don't forget about the Goldylocks Energize Oracle cards. They're so beautiful. And it's information from all of the show hosts, which is really cool. And there is a direct link where you can order these, and they will be shipped directly to you. Note that it does take a little bit of time, like a couple of weeks, maybe shipping, or sometimes more. And with the holidays rolling in soon, I'm sure it's going to be, a longer wait time. So you might want to get those orders in as soon as possible. Let's see. Thank you to all of you who regularly share my show and my information. I am very grateful. Hello, Kim and Richard. I want to wish a very happy birthday to everyone celebrating a birthday this week, and a very happy birthday to my granddaughter, Laren, who celebrated her birthday who had her birthday on Saturday, but we celebrated on Sunday. She turned 7. Very excited to be 7. And also, let's send out some love, light, and healing to all those in need. And I do want to mention this. I mentioned this last week just because I felt like it was important. And I'm going to say it again this week in case you didn't catch it last week. Sometimes some of our shows may only live stream on Rumble and X. If you get on your usual platform to watch your favorite show and you don't see it there, then please check on Rumble or please check on X. And remember, you don't have to have an account to watch on Rumble, only if you want to comment. Because I know there's some of you out there that don't like to set up accounts like that. So just know that you can still watch it on Rumble, but you wouldn't be able to comment. Because I would hate for you guys to miss, a show just because you weren't sure where it was. Now, usually on social media, we post stuff like that. But another good way to get firsthand knowledge about that would be from the Goldylocks group on Telegram. I had to think for a minute. Okay, Kim Smith said she would like to ask for healing prayers for her health. She has a test on November 8th for migraines. Well, let's send Kim Smith a ton of love, light, and healing energy. Okay. And now, if you would like to give a tip or donation, you are more than welcome to do that. And you can do that via my Venmo, a Rumble rant on Rumble, or a Super Chatter super sticker on YouTube. Your tips and donations are very much appreciated. And it really helps me to cover the cost of the show. So I thank you all. So I mentioned this last week that this was coming up. But were you guys able to catch Tiffany's show, Spiritual Insights, this week? It was on Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. If not, you can catch the replay on Rumble or X. X is formerly known as Twitter, in case you haven't heard that yet. It was her moon presentation that she did a couple of years ago. And it was so amazing. So much powerful information. So if you weren't able to see it on Sunday, please go check it out. Check out the replay. The replay is now available. Can you guys believe it is November 1st already? Already, it's November. I swear it feels like it was just, a month ago that I was sitting here and we were like, whoa, it's the beginning of the new year. But we all said this year was going to fly by, and it has gone faster than any year I can ever remember. I was looking at my calendar yesterday and I realized I only have 7 more shows this year, including this one. Isn't that crazy? I want to let you guys know that I will be doing my show on Thanksgiving Eve, the Wednesday night before Thanksgiving. So I hope you can join me. And if you're like preparing pies, or maybe you're making your bread for your stuffing, then you can just turn it on and listen in. That would be great. I will be doing a raffle, and I will be doing some giveaways that night. And mark your calendars. My 4th annual Christmas giveaway show will be on December 13th. And there will be a raffle and many giveaways. So at first I was thinking it was my 3rd, but when I actually counted, because I'm coming up to my 3-year anniversary. But when my show started, it started just a couple of weeks before the holiday. So I did a holiday giveaway, I believe, that first year. So this is my 4th annual Christmas giveaway. And since it's earlier this year, it's the 13th, whatever you win should ship out it'll ship out in time for Christmas, unless there are any sort of weather delays or anything. So I'm really excited about that. I think that's going to be I always enjoy it a lot. I hope you guys do. But I think it's so much fun. Now, a couple of weeks ago, Pamela Cummins was on my show, and she was talking about her Kickstarter campaign that she was running. So I just wanted to let you guys know that her Kickstarter campaign has been fully funded. So congratulations, Pamela. That's so exciting. On Facebook last year, I started a gratitude group for, I believe it was like 21 days of gratitude, or however many days it was. I don't even remember. And then after that concluded, people had asked me to continue it. So I turned it into 300, and so many days. So it's just all the time now. So I am going to do I'm going to do 7 days of Thanksgiving and gratitude again this year, that's going to be within that group. So if you want to participate, you can. I'll be posting things daily for you guys to respond to about gratitude and Thanksgiving and giving thanks. And if you guys want to participate, that's fantastic. If you don't, you can just scroll on by. You don't have to. But I am going to do it within that same group. Let's see. So we have been gifted some of the most powerful energy to finish up this year. And it's actually going to continue almost to the middle of January. And this energy is going to bring us some deep transformation within ourselves, transformation within our lives. Miracles will be witnessed. This is going to be some really powerful stuff. And what a fantastic way to end the year. I think that's just amazing. But this energy is really powerful, and it's going to help us to remove blocks. It's going to help us to remove obstacles. And it's going to help us release all of that stuff that we still have, that we're still hanging on to, that doesn't belong to us. And you guys know what I mean. You know what that stuff is. This energy is going to be such that you're going to be able to clear away that old heavy energy that's been hanging on for way too long, that you've needed to get rid of a long time ago, but you just haven't for whatever reason. And you have to get rid of it. You have to get rid of it and let it go in order to make room for all of this good that is coming your way. And it really is coming. It is coming. When we have this heavy energy that's sitting there, that are unresolved issues or unresolved wounds, whatever it may be, that acts as a block. It acts as a block to the good that's trying to get through. So the rest of this year is going to be, as far as I am concerned, the best of this year. We're going to finish out this year really spectacularly. Because what's happening is you're becoming more and more of who you are meant to be, your authentic self. Because it's getting rid of all this stuff that is not of you. Things that you've picked up along the way from parents or friends, or maybe when you were little, other kids, society, things you see, in I don't really want to say social media, because when we were younger, that wasn't really a thing. Magazines, things, all these things that we've seen and observed have helped us to form an idea of what we think we are supposed to be, the way we think we're supposed to look according to society. And we're realizing now that that isn't true. We are here to be ourselves. And as you get rid of that stuff, you're going to see more and more of your true self. As your self-doubt shreds away from you, as it sheds, not shreds, but as it sheds away from you and off of you, your self-confidence will appear. You're going to have this inner strength that you never realized before that you have. As your fear dissipates away, your trust will come to the forefront. You're going to find it easier to trust yourself, your intuition, other people, because you're going to realize that fear was only blocking you and creating those trust issues. And you were doing that on your own. As your lack of self-worth washes away, your unconditional love is so much stronger. So much stronger. As your ego begins to fade, your authentic self emerges even more. You no longer care what other people think of you. You know that what you think about you is what's important and what matters, and how you feel about yourself. That's what's important. It doesn't matter, how other people see you. What's important is how you see yourself, how you feel about yourself. Are you happy with yourself? Do you feel there's more work to be done? Hello, Sam. Good to see you. And I was going to mention this last week, and then I guess it slipped my mind, but I know that there's so much chaos and confusion going on in our outer world, right? But lately, for the last several weeks, when I tap into the collective energy, I don't feel that at all. What I feel is this beautiful sense of peace. I feel this very calming energy, and I've been feeling it for a while. So what I'm being told and what I'm being guided to tell you is that there's a lot of stuff going on that we know nothing about. Nothing about. Things are manifesting more and more into our favor. As more and more people awaken, this light that we emit gets even brighter on this earth, right? Because more and more people. And it just gets brighter and brighter. And it's, completely overcoming the darkness. So just know that there's a lot of stuff going on that we really don't know about. Sometimes we have some ideas, or we might have some theories or whatever, but know that a lot of stuff is going on. A lot of stuff is going to be revealed to us. And everything that is happening is for our best and highest good. And with a lot of this confusion and stuff that's going on, you hear rumors of this or rumors of that. And it's really important not to buy into the fear, because living in fear or worry of what could happen just robs you of your joy right now in the moment. They say, and I forget what this saying is, about the majority of the time, the things you worry about never even occur. But when you do that, when you live in that place of fear, you stay in that place of fear, and you're constantly focused on that, it lowers your vibrational energy. And we do not want that. It blocks you to happiness. It creates blocks to manifesting, blocks to joy. Most of the things we worry about are things that are out of our control. So why even worry about it? If you can't do anything about it, what is the point? Do what you can. If there is something you can do, do it. Send continuous love, light, and healing to the situation. And be grateful for this moment. Be grateful for everything that you have. When we live in that place of gratitude and we bring ourselves to that place of gratitude, we are in the moment. We're not worrying about what's going to happen in the future or stressed out about things that have happened in the past. When we are in gratitude, we are in the moment. We are present. We're in the now. And that is the best place for us to live our life from. Gratitude helps to raise your vibrational frequency as well. And it's funny because we can only acknowledge gratitude in the moment. It helps to keep us in the present, in the now, because we might feel like, oh, I was really, really glad that this happened to me like 2 years ago. I'm really grateful that happened. But that's a memory. And when you're looking at it going forward, well, I'd be really grateful if blah, blah, blah. Well, that's not a place of gratitude either, because you're not experiencing the thing that you want as of yet. So we only experience that in the now. And it really helps to keep us in the now and keep us focused, keeps us absolutely focused on where we need to be. So this year now, the rest of this year, we've got 2 months left. And it's a good time to release some of this stuff. So if you guys are working on maybe forgiveness, or maybe you're just, whatever your issues are that you are trying to heal, you can do this. You can absolutely do this. You have to feel it before you can heal it, and you have to work through it before you can heal it, but it's all doable. It's absolutely doable. And as you're going through these things, remember, they're not happening now. These are memories. These are memories of things that have happened in your life. And this energy is going to also help us to, it's going to propel us forward into quicker manifestation, quicker abundance. So really tap into this energy. Now you could come back after the first of the year and be like, well, none of this stuff happened like you said. None of this worked for me. Well, what did you do to help it along? What effort or energy did you put into it? Because we can't, and sometimes we get lazy sometimes, or we just think it's just going to happen the way it happens without our input. But that's not true. We have to do the work. We have to put forth that effort to get the ball rolling, right? Once we put that energy out there, we know that the universe conspires with us and sends us back that same energy. So we can sit around and, talk about it for a couple of months, or we can actively work at releasing this stuff from our energy. Because as we release it, now we have this empty space, right? This empty space where maybe an old wound used to be. Well, now some good stuff's going to come and fill up that space. It's going to be filled with unconditional love. It's going to help you to experience more joy, more happiness. And remember, happiness is a choice. It's something that we choose every single moment of every single day, or we don't choose it. A lot of times people think, well, I'll be happy when I get that new job, or I get that new car, or, I have a new significant other, or I get a divorce, whatever it might be. Sure, you may be happy then, but you can be happy right now as well. There can be all sorts of chaos going on around you in your world, and you can still maintain a sense of happiness, a sense of calmness, and a sense of inner joy. So many times, we've let other people tell us what would make us happy. And I really don't like if I'll be watching a movie or something, and they'll be like, oh, you complete me, or, oh, my life is nothing without you. And there's those scary attitudes to have, right? I know they're movies, but there's a lot of people that are like this in a relationship. We're whole. We are whole. And when we get into a relationship, we can share our wholeness with another person. We're not half of each other, right? We're whole within ourselves. But just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. We need to be at our optimum, and I don't just mean like with our health, but I mean spiritually, right? So that would require us to do some healing work, to get rid of this old stuff. And some of us have been dragging stuff around for 20, 30, 40 years. It's always been there. And sometimes, it gets buried so deep that maybe sometimes you don't realize it's there. Maybe sometimes it gets forgotten because it's not thought about. But you can't just bury it because it's going to keep coming up. It's going to keep coming to the surface eventually over and over in your life. But it might look a little bit different than it originally did. But it's going to have it's going to give you the same feelings. It's going to impact you in the same way until you heal it. So know that the healing work is important. Know that it's important. And what a great time to be working on that now, because we're going to be starting we're going to be starting a new year in 2 months. And what a great way, people like to start something new on the new year. You see all these ads for gyms and for all these dieting things, because people like to start this the first of the year for whatever reason. You can start things anytime you want. But, you can start off your new year without carrying around all of that stuff that's weighing you down. You will be surprised when you get rid of some of this stuff. It's almost like you're carrying around a backpack full of heavy rocks. And then all of a sudden you take it off, and it's this freeing feeling. You can feel the tension leave your body as you're healing a lot of this stuff. Hello, Sarah. Nice to see you. So do that. Let it go. Relieve yourself. And think about how much better you're going to feel on every level, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, as this healing takes place. And there's so many things that we can do to work at every single level of our healing, right? Because we know a lot of the things we can do for our physical body. A lot of the things we do for our physical body affect the others, right? It affects our spiritual self. It affects our mental self. It affects our emotional self. Like when we get enough sleep, right? That affects us on all of those levels. What we eat affects us because it affects our energy. It affects our thought processes. It affects all of that stuff. So just keep that in mind as you're doing your healing work. You want to be healing yourself on all levels. It's possible. It can take you a very short period of time. It can take you a very long period of time. That's up to you. But it's not something you want to rush through either, just to be done with it, because you have to work through it. You have to do the work. You have to, or it's not going to be healed completely. And then it's just going to keep coming up and, bothering you forever. So you don't want that to happen. Well, we're at that halfway point. So we're going to take a little tiny commercial break here. Tiffany's got a commercial of my stuff that we're going to play. Isn't that amazing? I just love that. Thank you, Tiffany. So I was scrolling through the comments a little bit, wanted to make sure I didn't miss anybody, and I did. So hello, Robin. Robin from Robin's Cosmic Soul Food. Her show is on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. And Melissa Parks is here. Hi, Melissa. And Melissa's show is on Fridays at 8 p.m. Joyful Findings. So you guys check out those shows as well. I know a lot of you are, watch them regularly. Goldylocks has some amazing shows. Amazing shows. Oh, thank you, Tiffany. And of course, don't forget about Tiffany's show, Spiritual Insights, on Sundays at 8 p.m. Amazing show. I was telling Tiffany, I think it was last week, one thing I always love about her show is that this is how I feel most of the time when I watch it. I feel like my mind or my brain is expanding. Because a lot of times she'll bring up things that like I had never thought about in the way she presents them. And then you really got to think. And I love that. It challenges my head. And I think that's great. So I thank you for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give some messages. I also, somewhere here, have my pendulum. If you have a yes or no question, I'd be happy to answer that for you. And I'm going to use these soul, what are they called? Soul something. Let's see. Soul truth cards. Because these are the ones that give you a nice question to think about. And so I'm going to do one of those for you guys. What is this one? Let's see. And I think not. Ooh, like this one. Haven't used these ones in a while. These are the Gateway Oracle cards. These are nice too. Alrighty. See what we have. All right, Sam would love a message. Whoa. Okay, let's see. Let's pick one of these. Okay. All right, Sam. See what we have for you. Okay. It says, who can I serve today? And this card says, in a world lacking soul-to-soul connection, small and simple acts are what create the biggest and most lasting impact. We shift our own pain and experience an avalanche of love when we lose ourselves in the service of others. Who needs you today? It says to listen to your heart. Who needs you? Make one soulful connection today and give solely to spread more love, expecting nothing in return. Notice the joy that you feel when you serve others. Now, this is like such a truth card here, because when we do for others, whether it's an action that we do or a gift that we give them, it's like we are the ones that are receiving the gift because it feels so good to us to do that. And that's one thing that I love about the Christmas season, the whole holiday season. People that are normally crabby butts get hit with that, what they call the Christmas spirit, okay? That's for the stuff that we feel on a daily basis. But a lot of these other people only feel that at Christmas time. And you will see such a difference in general in people at that time of the year. And it just amazes me all the time. I absolutely love that. But really make that connection with someone, Sam, and see what you can do to help someone else. You also need to make sure that you're not giving away more than what you are giving to yourself, because you have to make sure you fill yourself up first, right? Because otherwise you're just going to be depleted. So always make sure that you fill yourself first. If you don't, you don't have anything to give away. And the other card I got for you is Rising Above. Rising above. And it says, I see only beauty and grace. Rising above. Whatever situations are going on in your life, know that you can rise above them. You don't have to stay in that lower energy of things that are going on around you. You know how to change your energy, how to raise your energy, and you can rise way above that. So I hope that makes sense to you, Sam. Okay, Sam. Okay, Robert. And oh, Robin, you made it home. That's good. Well, I dropped a card. I guess that one doesn't want to show up tonight. So I have Robert, and then I have Robin. Sam said, can only give from overfilling glass. There you go. Okay, Robert. Let's see what we have for Robert. Well, one of the cards you got, Robert, was receiving from angels. Know that they're always there around you. It says, shimmering wings of angels embrace me with love. And you can feel their love. If you don't just normally feel it, just tell them, please wrap your arms around me. Let me feel your love. Let me feel your comfort. And they will. They will embrace you. You will feel that comfort and that warmth of love. You got Sarah's name down. Okay, let's see, Robert. What risk can I take today, Robert? What risk can I take today? Now, when we say risk, we don't mean something dangerous, right? Be not mistaken. You will have to take bigger risks than you ever thought possible on this path toward your dreams. You will have to take the big, scary leap, but do not fret because your soul has wings. So what kind of a risk can you take today that's going to move you toward your dreams? Make a decision and do it. No more thinking about it, only doing. Be brave and courageous, and you will discover what you are really made of. Don't let anything hold you back from going for your dreams. Don't let anything hold you back. Don't let anything talk you out of it. Don't let fear hold you back if you might be afraid. I feel like really good things are waiting out there for you. And they're working their way towards you or to you. And it can be really scary to take that giant leap, especially if it's fear and anxiety that's holding you back, because you have to overcome that. You have to look past that. But you can. It can be done. So whatever might be holding you back, Robert, you need to just squash it. Don't let it be an obstacle any longer. Because once you take that first step, that's it. The fear is over. It is just completely gone. So I hope that makes sense to you, Robert. Robin. see what we have for Robin. Am I afraid to be seen? Am I afraid to be seen? It says the world doesn't want you to hold back any longer. Time to shine your unique light on the world. You were made from love, and from love you are whole. There is no more hiding. There is no more shame. There is only truth. Live naked and free. Now, I think they don't necessarily mean physically, but emotionally, spiritually. It says, what parts of me do I hide so I can be socially accepted and fit in? Am I being authentic? What do I allow myself to be all of me? What do I need to feel so I can be safe to be seen? Journal your answers. That's a really, really interesting card because I guarantee you every single one of us has done this at some point. We let someone know us to a point, but there are certain aspects of ourselves that we might feel is not acceptable, or maybe we feel that someone wouldn't like. But that's all part of us. We have to love our whole entire being, everything that is us. We can't just love part of us and leave the other part to wither and die, because that's what it will do. So you have to embrace your whole self, everything that encompasses Robin, everything that is Robin. And the other card that I got for you is listening with your heart. I trust the messages I receive from my heart. That's a beautiful, beautiful card. And you get so many messages, I know. Sometimes I feel like maybe information that you get for yourself that you don't necessarily maybe think it's for yourself or trust that it's for yourself, but you do get information, especially from the angels, for yourself. So keep that in mind. Just be mindful of it, because you are amazing, Robin. You've come so far, and you have so far that you are going to go. So it's really exciting. It's a really exciting time for you. So just make sure that you are encompassing all of you. Don't leave any parts out. They're all beautiful, all of them. So I hope that makes sense to you. And Robin, then I had Sarah, I believe. The first card I got for you, Sarah. What am I looking for outside myself that is already within me? And we all do this too. We all, at some time or another, it's not how we constantly live our lives. It says, are you looking for more guidance, confidence, peace, wisdom, love, or something else? When we search outside ourselves, we can become overwhelmed, frustrated, and never feel quite good enough. It's time to go inward to find everything you seek. All the answers you need lie within you. Hi, Carol Ann. Nice to see you. Carol Ann shows on tomorrow night, you guys, in the Psychic Flow at 8 p.m. Eastern. So you guys go and check out her show. I believe I saw that she's going to be doing crystal ball readings, if I'm not mistaken. So a lot of times we look outside of ourselves for the answers when the answers are really within. Sometimes it's just that we look for validation. Sometimes we just look for validation. I've had a lot of times on my show where a card would come up or a message would come, and after the show somebody would message me and say, wow, that card was so perfect because it really validated what I've been thinking. And sometimes that's what we need. We just need that validation to help us trust our intuition more. But we have to learn to start doing it without the outer validation, right? We need to go within because everything we need is there. We just don't realize it yet because the love that we want, the love that we desire, we can give that love to ourselves. The peace that we might be looking for, it's not going to be out there. It's going to be within us. All of the things that we are looking for are already here. We just have to acknowledge it. We have to accept it. And we just have to know it and trust it. So it says, breathe in your favorite essential oil. Inhale deeply into your belly. Drop your shoulders and spend some time hanging out with your soul today. Ask for what you need and be ready for the answers. I like that. That's a really awesome card. Let's see. Did I do this? I don't know if I gave you the other card, Sarah. I don't think I did. Let's pull one of these over here. Proceeding softly. My inner power grows in moments of quietude. I love that word, quietude. I never heard that word before until I saw it on one of my cards. And I love that word because it's like that quietness, that meditative place, and solitude, right? So I'm feeling like a little bit more meditation would be beneficial, Sarah. Take it slow. But that's what's going to really help you to find what it is you're looking for. Those moments of quietude, those moments of going within. So I hope that makes sense to you, Sarah. And I think I saw Joyce. Oh, I put Joyce on my list twice. Oh, thank you, Carol Ann. Carol Ann said, lovely cards. Joyce. Let's see what we get for Joyce. Where can I create more space? And it says, instead of filling yourself up with busy work and things to do, create more sacred space in your schedule, in your home, in your mind, your lungs, and in your heart. Take time to just be. It says, do a clutter detox of your schedule, your home, and innermost self. Make space. Clarity will come. Where can I create more space? This is a really interesting card because I know, Joyce, a lot of times you put yourself last and you put everybody else first and, do stuff for everybody else. But that can cause a lot of chaos for you. At least I feel like it can. And instead of doing something just to do it, make more space in your day of quality time with yourself. I really feel you need that. And I feel like meditating outside would be so clarifying for you. Do a clutter detox. I like that. That's a really cool phrase. We don't always have to be doing stuff. We don't always have to be worrying about our stuff getting done or putting things off. Your physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional health should be your top priority in everything that you do. So keep that in mind. Only do things that you really want to do. It's okay to say no. And I just feel like you need some more quality me time. Oh, look at the other card I just pulled. Cherishing self. And it says, I accept and love myself. Yes. Cherishing yourself, honoring yourself, spending more time with yourself. I feel like that is so important for you right now, Joyce. So I hope that makes sense for you. And Sarah said, thank you, bunches. It all makes sense. Awesome. Hello, Devin. Nice to see you here. And I know Kim has been here for a little while, so I'm going to pull a card for you, Kim. See what we have for Kim. Name all the things that you love. Name them all. I know that's going to take you a long time. But here's the big question. Are you one of them? Would you automatically think to include yourself in that question? It says, today's mantra, I give myself all the love and attention I need. So really, ask yourself that. When someone says to you, what are some of the things that you really, really love? Most of the time, our first thought isn't, oh, myself, oh, I love me. But it's important that we do, and it's important that we acknowledge that. And it's important that, that be just a kind of answer that we would blurt out just naturally. That's how it should be. But we were never taught to love ourselves. But we know that now. And the other card I got for you is breaking barriers. So I feel like you're breaking through something. I am expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. So I don't know if you feel like you have some limitations, or if maybe someone told you that you were limited. You're not. So break through all of those barriers. Break through all of those ideals that other people have maybe set forth in your life, or ones that you have adopted on your own. Joyce said, thank you so much. That defines me, and decluttering from input of the outside world. It is it. Okay, that's good. That's good. Kim, it's like Kim. So, oh goodness. Let me see. I'm going to, breaking barriers. That was the one. Okay. I got lost there for a minute. So know that any barrier or obstacle can be removed by you. Most of the time, the barriers and obstacles are put there by us out of, fear, or maybe not wanting to move forward in our life, or anxiety, or whatever it might be. So know that and work on removing those in your life. Okay, Richard. Let's see what we have for Richard. Richard, communicating freely. And it says, I communicate from the depths of my being. Communicate freely. Don't hold anything back, Richard. Never be, how do I put this? Don't hold back what you need to say to someone, or what you need to communicate to someone. That doesn't mean, just say it in any old way, because we need to speak kindly and speak with words that come through our heart. But always keep the communication open in your relationships, whether they're at home, at work, whatever kind of relationships. It's important to keep that communication open. Here's another. Your other card is, am I focused on what I am losing or gaining? And this is a great, great message. Are you scared to let go because of what you might lose? Are you going through some change? What if you shifted your focus from what you might lose to what you might gain? Endings are actually new beginnings. Now, how powerful is that? So it says, today make a list of all the things you will gain from the change you are going through. Feel your heart. Take a breath and deepen into trust. Amazing things are coming. So I love that, because change is on the horizon. And don't be afraid to let go of those things that are I don't really want to say that you're losing, but that are changing. Don't be afraid of change that is coming. The change is for our best and highest good. So remember that. And just always keep moving forward. Devin, what do I resist feeling right now? It says, we have to feel it to heal it. In order to let go of pain, we first have to honor its existence. Emotions are like waves. Some are soft, some are fierce, some are layered, and some will sweep you off your feet. When we allow ourselves to feel it all, we can then release what no longer serves us. So that's really awesome, and it really ties into what I was saying about doing the healing work. It says to allow yourself to feel this wave, let it move through you, no matter how long it lasts, and then release it back into the ocean. Feel it, heal it, enjoy the sweet freedom within your soul. So whatever it is that you might be hanging on to, Devin, you need to let that go. It's for your best and highest good. That is right, Robin. My dog sure loves to talk. Yeah, she's crazy. She's only started doing that the last couple of years. And also, Devin, communicating freely. Communicating freely. So keep those lines of communication open with those that you love, because that's really important. We all know that it's important, but it's really important. When those lines of communication are kept open, then people know they can come to you if they need to. You know that you can go to them and you guys can have a conversation. And that's just so, so important. Melissa, I got a card for you. Cultivating prosperity. Look at that. And it says, the abundance of the universe is pouring into my life. You are tapped in to that frequency of abundance. And I feel like so much more is coming your way in the next few months. And, you know, abundance is not just financial abundance. We have abundance in every area of our life. So that's pretty exciting, and that's a lot to look forward to. Oh, Carol Ann, I got the same card for you, and I shuffled my deck about 8 times. Cultivating prosperity. The abundance of the universe is pouring into my life. So I feel like the same thing is coming for you. I feel like, you know, you've been working really hard, and you've really been putting out those efforts, those thoughts. You've been working at raising your vibration, and the universe is responding to that. And now you are tapped in. You're tapped in to that energy of abundance. So I feel like a lot of things are coming very quickly for you as well. So that's really exciting. And I have one last card I just pulled for Tiffany. Receiving from angels. Shimmering wings of angels embrace me with love. Look at that beautiful picture. Just so surrounded and embraced by all of the love of the angels. And that you are, and you know, and you feel it, and you've been communicating with them, you know, pretty much like your whole life, which is so awesome. And you have such a great bond with them. And they're just acknowledging that. And, you know their energy, you know how their energy can comfort you and all of that. So it's just more a continuation and an acknowledgement of where you are already at, Tiffany. Oh, you're welcome. Devin said, thank you, Ruth. Yes, I definitely need to let things go. I'm still learning. We all are. We're all still learning this stuff. But you just have to work it. You just have to work it. Well, I want to thank you guys so much for being here this week. I greatly appreciate you. Can't believe it's November already. So I will see you guys back here next Wednesday, the same time. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful week. I love you all. Good night, everybody.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.